Mingley Boat song, here we go.
Recently retired from working in the European Union, but still very much in love with Flanders, Dave Skinner, originally from the UK, now has more time to explore his passion for music. He and his buddies are now perfecting the art of singing and drinking. With bow ties, of course.
If I look at my house, and every time I step out of the street and walk through the streets of Tervuren, when I go around the lake in Tervuren, when I get the tram into Brussels, along that beautiful tram track, I just feel so lucky. I retired 3 months ago. Everyone at work said, "Will you be going home?" And I said, "I am home." Once you start talking about Belgium as home, that's when you've made your decision, I think.
All over this great big city, can't find a woman who's nice and pretty. They all look like a page in a magazine. Legs are long and they eat like a sparrow. Figures stick to the straight and narrow. Top and bottom are the same as in between.
Singing a cappella is great fun. It's very practical, actually. If you've got 3 or 4 guys with you, there's a feeling of camaraderie, there's a feeling of unity. There's something about the blending of the human voice that is almost the best form of music that there is.
My baby's gone and left me and I'm feeling oh so blue. We made a date to meet at the Quake in Waterloo, but she's left me all alone, so I'm looking for her everywhere.
I suppose I'm fairly quiet, but in musical circles, I do become quite animated.
I've got the lonesome loners, Belgian commune blues, commune blues.
I'm very sensitive about the use of language. If you had my children here, they would tell you that nearly every mealtime I go to the bookshelf and get down the English dictionary just to check the definition of a word. I hate going to countries where I don't understand the language. Flemish is fun to speak, but I sometimes get the impression that if you start speaking it too well, the locals add an extra difficulty by moving into dialect.
That's why I haven't seen it before then.
Yeah, no.
Cheers. Yeah, thanks.
That's it. We once described as a drinking group with a singing problem. Sorry.
Music is part of that process of working on yourself. You use music to try and work on things that you weren't particularly comfortable with, maybe. I wasn't born a natural extrovert, but I think over the years I've become more extrovert. It's not just to challenge yourself, I think. I like challenging myself.